What's up everybody, it's Ben once again with Alpha Futures going over another video on Alpha Ticks. Today we're going to be talking about all the different types of orders you can go with and how you can actually manage your trades. Like we're going to go over how you can set multiple take profits. For example, we're going to be going over how you can set multiple take profits on your trades. Alright, so this video is picking up guys from one I did before the general overview of Alpha Ticks. Please check that out if you haven't. But you guys will notice there are some things that we talked about in that video up here up top. The personal daily loss limit set at 1,500 and I upped the personal profit to 3,000 there, just a small change. But let's just take a look at those risk settings again to remind you. We do have the position risk in at 200 and the profit set at 400. Let's go ahead and automatically have our brackets set that up when we go into the positions. Again, this is something I went over in the last video. Please check that out if this is new to you or confusing. I do go over that, how we actually did that. So overall, we are looking at ES here, and then we go into my order panel here, which we'll obviously go over the other types that are there in a second, but let's just go with a basic market order. We're gonna go ahead with just one. This is most basic way to buy and sell right into your assets. ES being one of the most popular, we'll start there. But overall guys, let's just go ahead and sell market one, right? I went over this in the last video. You can click and drag these take profits and your stop loss, but notice the bracket did open up exactly at $200 and $400 for risk and profit. And I can obviously move those when I want, but those preset risk settings that we went over in the last video and I just showed you again real quick here, you can see they execute on the chart if we want them to. So again, that's just a basic market sell here guys. Let's go ahead and flatten all. We'll get out of that. If I were to go with a limit order as well, it would do same thing. Let's go ahead with a limit order. We'll go with a limit sell. Let's go just a little bit higher, see if we can get filled. So only about only 0.5 points away from where we are right now guys, 50 cents. Let's go with a sell. If this gets filled, yes, this will go in with my bracket orders. Let's see if we can get filled here real quick. And I can move this limit sell if I want to, right? Let's see, price starts pushing and I actually want to get filled higher. I can move that. Let's just move it down for the sake of getting filled here in this video. There we go. So we can see I got filled. And again, my brackets pop up, those preset risk parameters that we put in the system will show up every single time until I turn that setting off. So let's go ahead and flatten. And we'll actually go turn those settings off so you guys can see what it looks like if I don't have all of these risk parameters put in. We're gonna uncheck that box. And let's go ahead and turn off my loss limits and my profit targets here. We do have to change this back to do nothing because otherwise the system thinks you want it to do something and you just haven't actually put any values in here. So please make sure you turn those back to do nothing if you actually want these turned off. So we can go ahead and save that. You guys will notice back on our main screen here, those boxes that had the profit target and the daily loss limit are now gone because we have turned them off. All right, so now let's go in. I mean, we did just do a limit order here together. You guys saw, right? I have my contract there. Again, front contract is automatically loaded for us. One of my favorite features we offer here at Alpha Ticks is this feature, guys, is the front loaded contract for you. You don't have to worry about if you're trading the wrong contract or not. We went right into limit, right? We switched it from market. We chose our price and we executed number of contracts. And obviously we just had to decide buy or sell. Another way I can do a limit order is actually going to be clicking on the chart. So let's go ahead and do it again. Let's do a limit sell right up here. And you can see I can go with the market sell as well. And I can just choose the quantity here, but let's do a limit sell one up here. And again, same idea guys. I can click and drag that. Let's decide I do want to just get filled ASAP. I can slide it below current price. Obviously it turns into a market order at that point when I slide it below the current price, but setting stop loss and take profit going to be the exact same as what we talked about before. Again, those of you that are familiar with MetaTrader, click and drag feature, one of my favorite things MetaTrader has. We implemented that here on Alpha Ticks because we know so many prop traders enjoy it. So again, I can go with limit or market, and then I just click and drag off of those orders, whether it's market, limit, stop market, any of them. I can just click and drag on the entry to set my take profit and stop loss. Again, I absolutely adore that feature if you guys couldn't tell. Let's just go through the other order types. There's stop market and there's trailing stop. So if we look at my trailing stop here, guys, obviously that would be on an open position. I can determine how many contracts let's say I'm in a 10 contract position here, I could trail maybe 5 of them if I wanted, and I can choose the trail distance in ticks here, which again, just make sure you know the value that the asset you are trading on, the ticks it moves in. Like for example, ES moves in 0.25 ticks here. So just something to keep in mind. Other assets will move in different amount of ticks. And you guys will notice this little button just lit up on my screen here, the break even button. Something we all love as prop traders is sliding that stop loss to break even. Now that the position is in very small profit, I can go ahead and hit that break even button. The system will slide my stop loss down to break even for me. Again, just something when we have our prop traders in mind, we know how important that is to them. You can see it just got executed there. That break even button, you know, for most people will become their best friend, or if they want to slide it manually, that's cool too, but that break even button is there for you guys, just know that. So that is our order types: market, limit, stop market, and then trailing stop. We went over that. There are some other ways besides just clicking on the chart that we can actually enter positions, and that is going to be right here on the DOM, the depth of market. So if I want to join the bid, I'll obviously click on the left side here of whatever I'm trying to execute on. So we're at 5568 right now. Let's go a little bit lower. If I want to go on a limit order at 5565, I'll go ahead and click here. You can see it creates a limit order at that price. I clicked here on depth of market. Let's go ahead and close that out. All right, and let's say I want to get filled for a limit sell with 3 contracts. Again, using the DOM here, just make sure I choose my contract size down here. So looking at my depth of market here, again, I've changed the quantity to 3. And on my depth of market, I'm looking to go short if we get up to the 55, 72, 73 area. I'm gonna go ahead and click ask right here on the depth of market. And you can see a limit order for 3 contracts as we headed right here is immediately created on the chart. And again, I can click and drag this as I please to change that order in real time. But that is how you can place orders on the depth of market as well. And then let's go over one last thing here, guys, as promised, how we can set multiple take profit, trim levels with limit orders on our position. So let's go ahead. We're going to go in with 5 here on ES. I'm going to go in with a market sell. I'm going to go ahead and set my stop loss up above, my take profit below. And what I can do now, guys, to enter trim levels, I could go with market execution, right, and buy back as those price targets are hit manually. But we can also go in and set limit orders like we just went through before, right? Again, we need to check my quantity. I have 5 here in the active position. I'm going to right click. We're going to go in, guys, with a limit buy, right? Because we are in a short position. I'm going to set my first take profit here. Let's say I want to set another one below. It would just be the same exact thing, another limit order. Set those in. Again, can click and drag as always as I want to. I'm just going to have this one way up. You guys see if I can get filled right now for this video's purpose, because I want you to notice something that is very convenient for the trader. I may need to go down to the 1 minute, see if this can get filled real quick. There we go. We got filled on one of those take profits, and notice what my overall take profit did from the original position and my stop loss. It updated our order quantity for us, which again, if you are a prop trader, you know how convenient that is. I've dealt with personal, brokers that are just first in, first out, and you constantly have to update your OCOs. The system automatically does it for you as long as you are on the same position the whole time, right? If I close a position and then open a new one, it's not going to respect these limit orders as part of that take profit or stop loss. But because I only have this one position open, put these limit buys within this position, they will respect this OCO here. So just a really nice feature there too, guys. But that is how you can set multiple take profit targets with limit orders. And let's just go ahead and cancel that other one. But you guys can see my stop loss and my take profit did update in real time. Again, just a very convenient feature when we had our prop traders in mind. This was one of those things. And again, guys, that break even button right here will become your best friend, and that flatten all button, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that, close out. But that is all of our different order types and how you can place them on Alpha Ticks. I hope this was helpful, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, and I will see you soon.